I am here with Nicholas, and he's the owner of KWA416.
HK416.
How long
yeah.
has it been?
I think I've had this one for about a year.
For about a year.
Yeah.
He also owns a WE Scar and GHK Steyr AUG. If you are interested in this gun, we also have a video about that one. But this one is about the KWA416. And it's about your experience. So tell me, how do you like the gun? If it performs well, what have you changed? If it's a good buy, and if people should consider this to be a good option.
So, especially in comparison to the other two, this is probably out of the box. It wasn't perfect. It had some issues with the hop-up rubber and with the barrel. I had to change that. But after I did a few changes, this one's actually the best one. It's the most consistent. It has the furthest reach.
Stock, out of the box, not usable?
It is usable, but it's like a very low-end AEG. But this might be just an issue with this particular gun. I don't know it. I actually don't know anybody else who has one of those, because it is quite heavy as well. I mean, you can of course change everything. I think it's all mil-spec compatible. The point is, it was usable, but the hop-up was extremely inconsistent. I cleaned it. I tried to clean it. This didn't work. I didn't know what the issue was exactly, so I just bought a new barrel, which is the full length, and then the hop-up, a maple leaf hop-up, and then it works absolutely perfectly. Although it's extremely strong, you have to consider that. The first day we came here with normal green gas, it actually had, I think, about over 2 joules. So that's really something to consider. If you live in a hot area, you have to use blue gas, and even that might be on the limit of legality. I don't know.
How did you solve it? Like, is it adjustable?
No, it isn't
It's
adjustable.
not.
I'm just using blue gas, which works, but it's on the very limit. Yeah.
BB weight?
0.28 again.
0.28.
Yeah.
That's, for me personally, that's a bit low. I like 36 to 40s for my gas blowback rifles, but seems like it works. There is less joule creep if you have lower weight BBs. How much was it? Just the gun?
About 600 as well.
600.
But you had to invest in that another 100 at least to get it working perfectly.
Would you recommend this to the viewers? Should they consider this, or should they look somewhere else?
It was a bit more work than the AUG, but it's very nice, especially if you like AR-15 style rifles and then HK416 if you want to do some cost. It's perfect. It's absolutely brilliant, but it's a bit more work than the other ones. Yeah.
I have to say, Nicholas let me shoot it. It has very strong recoil. Maybe not like very strong. It has very nice recoil, let's put it this way. And also it feels like a real steel gun. It's exceptional, I would say. It looks very nice. This is wobbling tiny bit. You get that with real guns as well. I'm gonna try to rack the bolt a little bit. Nice sound to it. You get this ringing from the buffer tube. Trigger, let's try the trigger.
It's not perfect, but I think it's pretty good. It's better than on any AEG, definitely.
I would give this a pass. It's okay. There is a little bit of creep, but not that important to most people. Would you buy this again?
I would definitely buy it again, because I just also love the HK416. I like the model, so I like it very much. It performs brilliantly. I mean, I had a bit of issues with the hop-up again today, but I think just cleaning will fix that, because I had actually a bit of dirt on the top of the magazines. So I think a bit of dirt got in there, and I think that's causing the issues with the hop-up. I'll see about that, but so far I've played with those. The GHK are work especially well with low temperatures, which is also nice.
GHKs.
The
KWA.
I mean the KWA. I'm sorry.
This is a KWA.
The GHK as well, I have to say, but this one is much better. Even if the gas is very low, it still locks open on the last shot, which is very nice. I have no issues with the bolt lock, which is
impressive. That's actually impressive. In low temperatures, these things like bolt lock usually doesn't really work.
Yeah, it does. You of course need to use red gas, and you can feel that it cycles much slower, but it's brilliant. It's just so much. I just love it because it's a GBB, and GBBs just feel great. I mean, I guess I don't have to tell you.
I have to say, I'm just looking at the magazine, and it looks really high quality. Like this magazine, this beefy valve and everything. If you take a look, I mean, this magazine, it feels good. There is nothing rattling in there. I must say this is a nice piece of kit. KWA does something well.
The mags are very good if they work. I had the first one that came with the gun was leaking, and I tried to fix it myself. I mean, I'm not the best one to do that, but with the GHK it was very easy. With this one, it was extremely difficult. I had to send it in. They gave me a new one, which worked perfectly. They're not leaking. If you keep them full, it's all right. I bought these magazines as well. They're also from KWA, I think. I had to do a bit of work on these, but they work even better, I think. But these are very nice as well.
I'm gonna try the mag wobble because that's important for the consistency.
Yeah.
This one wobbles a tiny bit, not too bad. To the side, 0. The back and front, a little bit, not a big of a deal.
But you have no gas coming out. That's something that I'm also very that's important to me. I mean, you sometimes, because of the double feed in the mags, but that's happening once a day, maybe even if once a day, also maybe even less. You can have 2 BBs popping out if there is some silicone oil on them, and then you can have an issue, and you need to clear that. But with a new magazine, just pull the bolt back, let the BBs drop out, put a new mag in, problem solved. That's the only thing that really can happen, and the thing with the hop-up. But these are both things that can be fixed very easily by just cleaning the hop-up and fixing and just putting in a new mag. That's everything. But I think that's even kind of nice if you have to do that. It's not so like a toy which just runs all the time. You have to work it a bit, and you have to do something, and that's something that I like personally.
For me, important. Safety clicks nicely in place. I like that. How do you adjust the hop-up?
You have to take you have to just open the bolt, and then you have a key. I think if you can hold that open, maybe. I have the key somewhere here. Yeah, you get this key.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, you have to get this key, and you get in there, and then you can.
So you need this thing.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
Don't lose it.
This would be a deal breaker for me personally.
But it works.
It does work, yes.
And in my experience, the hop-up is very consistent. I dialed it in once, and I didn't dial it anymore since then, a year ago, which works.
There's nice metal sound when it hits the chamber.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else the viewers should know about this puppy?
It's a bit more expensive. It's a bit more work. The barrel nut sits very tight. If you buy it, you have to work that as well. But you need a tool for that. That's not that doesn't come with the gun. So if you want to change the barrel and the hop-up, which I did, you have to get that off. That's not the easiest thing, but there are tutorials in the internet. It works like the real steel thing, so you can just look that up. It's absolutely brilliant. You have to be careful with the pressure, with the power. That's very high, but it reaches extremely far, and with a good scope, you can use it as a DMR. This is basically a DMR setting. I love it. I think it's my best one. This one is a bit more reliable, maybe, but this one is just the most fun. It feels the best. It's the nicest.
Very realistic. Also, I noticed when I was shooting it,
Yeah.
I wanted to try to open it, and the pin just doesn't go out. This one, to open it, you will have to take a hammer and hammer it out.
It's both. That's a disadvantage, but it's also an advantage because it's just fitted very, very well. It's everything. There's no play. There's nothing. I mean, there's a bit of play, but that's my fault because I broke a bit of stuff. But that's also
But
out of the
stock,
box,
it's nice.
perfect. It's one of the best ones I think you can have for a normal amount of money, in my mind.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, I cannot have everything. I cannot try everything. So here you have the first-hand experience from Nicolas with the KWA 416. Is it a go? It's a go.
Definitely, definitely.
There you have it.
You have to spend some money, but yeah.
Sorry. One more thing we forgot about the 416. We just realized after the video.
Yeah, which is if you close the bolt over an empty magazine, the bolt, because it's steel, actually I think it's steel, it's metal at least, goes into removes the top of the magazine follower here. It's not an issue that's breaking the gun. It's all right, but it's not ideal. Yeah, you just have to avoid closing the bolt over an empty magazine. If you do that, if you manage to do that, it's all right. There's no issues.
Okay.
But just be aware of that. But that's the only thing I can say about that. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Good fun.
Yeah. Can I empty the magazine?
Yeah, please do.
Oh my
please
god.
do. That's
Full
not
auto.
always perfect.
Oh my god.
It works. Did it lock open?
Like it?
Yeah.
That's the thing you're not supposed to.